Hello students of Standard 9. Welcome to DAV Moyle Public School. I am your English teacher Jagruti Mishra. Let's begin our today's online session of English. Our today's topic is from your word and expression Unit 2 Solitary Ripper. Now let us read the poem The Solitary Ripper, which is written by William Wordsworth. We will read the poem stanza-wise and see what the poet wants to convey from all the stanzas. The solitary ripper. Behold her, single in the field, yon solitary highland lass, ripping and singing by herself, stop here or gently pass. Alone she cuts and binds the grain, and sings a melancholy strain. Oh, listen, for the vale profound is overflowing with the sound. In this poem, the poet William Wordsworth tells us about a girl, a Highland lass, who is in a field alone, single in the field. As she is harvesting her crops, she is singing a sad tune which echoes in the deep valley. The speaker asks us to stop and listen to her tune or gently pass. No nightingale did ever chant more welcome notes to weary bands of travellers in some shady haunt among Arabian sands. A voice so thrilling never was heard in springtime from the cuckoo bird, breaking the silence of the seas among the farthest Hebrides. Here the poet tells us that no nightingale has sung a welcoming song to wanderers in the deserts more beautiful than the girl's strain. He goes on to say that a cuckoo bird at its best during springtime cannot hum a tune better. Her singing is the only sound breaking the silence in the Hebrides. Hebrides means a group of islands off the coast of Scotland. Will no one tell me what she sings? Perhaps the plaintive numbers flow for old, unhappy, far-off things and battles long ago. Or is it some more humble lay, familiar matter of today? Some natural sorrow, loss or plague that had been and may be again. The poet has not a clue of what the song is about, or if has a theme. Having no answer, he guesses it would be a war song ago, something mundane, or even some suffering which she has gone through and may gone through again. Let us see the last stanza. Whatever the theme, the maiden sang as if her song would have no ending. I saw her singing at her work and over the sickle bending. I listened motionless and still, and as I mounted up the hill, the music in my heart I bore, long after it was heard no more. The poet eventually resigns himself to the fact that he may never find out the theme of her never-ending song. Its beauty changed the poet's heart and he captured it and heard it after it was heard no more. What one gets from the last line is, as I mounted up the hill, the music in my heart I bore, long after it was heard no more, is that the impression created on the poet is so powerful that it will live on her mind forever. Dear students, based on our today's topic, here is a short assignment for you. Have a nice day. Thank you.